times. Ross Duffer says the actor playing Derek in Stranger Things season 5 had only appeared in a commercial before joining the series. Jake Connolly is a special kid. He had only been in a local Chicago furniture commercial before this.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Obviously, more on him later, but yeah.
More on him later. The life of Derek. Millie Bobby Brown has ranked every Stranger Things season from her favorite to least favorite. I thought she was about to go in order when I saw 1-1. Her number 1 is season 1. Her number 2 is season 5. Number 3 is season 3. Number 4 is season 4. And number 5 is season 2.
It's been a while. I mean, we have talked about this, but it's been a while since we've brought it up. Is this list correct?
No, it's not correct, but I don't think it's horrible.
What's the sister stuff? What's the goth? That's 3?
No, that's 2.
Okay, I was gonna say that was 2.
3 is the carnival. Or not the carnival, the mall.
Yeah. It is 2. That's what I thought.
It is 2.
That's what I thought. Okay, so then she hit on 1 and she hit on 5. So I will say that. Obviously, she knows more about season 5 than we do. So very well could be that.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I don't hate her list. I would just have 4 higher. But
yeah.
Like you said, we haven't seen what the rest of season 5 is. And just bare minimum, I would have 4 over 3. But it's not a bad list, I guess.
Yeah. And then finally, our last one here.
Here we go.
Stranger Things 5. We finally got the 5th and final season of Stranger Things. What do you guys think? Part 1.
I don't think it's perfect. Man, is it fun to watch.
Okay. I'll give you that.
It's a great fucking thing to watch, man. I'm just to be honest. Yes, I noticed that they look hella fucking old.
Yeah.
And honestly,
they count for that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say honestly, that was in the beginning, and then I was over it. Like it didn't really stay with me that oh shit, there's a time jump here. Maybe some pacing issues in the middle episodes a little bit. Maybe more so 3, maybe 2. I don't really remember. But episode 4, man. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Insane.
But before we get to that, Marco had messaged me before I even watched it. He said Stranger Things is goated. I know he meat rides it, so just going off of in order, I'm gonna try to remember as best as I can. Episode 1 was mainly just about what they're doing currently, and some time has passed, and the gang has been doing what is known as crawls, and they have just been finding, they have these underground tunnels, and they find they find the opportunity to breach it when the military is going to breach it, and they just go out looking for Vecna. The whole time, they don't even know if he's alive because it's been so long. They've done around 30-something crawls. It's been so long. Some of them are just really not even into it for real. Some of them are still looking because of the fear. And
which I will say, because we're going to get past that. I do wish that we would have seen more of that time period between the end of season 4 and the start of season 5, other than just getting a radio recap from fucking Robin, like because at the end of season 4, there's like smoke trails everywhere.
Yeah,
like Hawkins is
they were
fucked.
splitting Hawkins in half, and they showed us just that they put metal over all of it. They're skiing down the metal, and that's a quick little band-aid for us that have been waiting forever to watch it. But I just said, we wanted more. So I still am low on Stranger Things as a whole. So episode 4 is goated, but we're gonna get to that. I don't even remember what happens in the middle in 2 and 3. So if y'all could piggyback, and then we'll see where I go.
The Vanishing is episode 2.
That was a good episode of mine. The Vanishing of Holly, like the whole Demogorgon going into the house.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. I like that episode too a little bit. I did. Okay, well, let me ask y'all. How did y'all feel about the whole Holly switch up and like the focus on her character? And it's a new character. It's a new actress. Let me say, if y'all didn't realize.
I mean, I don't know. It's been so many years.
I wouldn't even know.
Well, yeah, it's a complete new hire. They had twins before to play her, and now they have somebody else. And people were like, "Well, it's kind of crazy that once they recasted, she has in her little one episode, she's already did more lines than the other two did in 4 seasons." But yeah, so how do you feel about the new focus on Holly?
I'm fine with it. I think it makes sense. I mean,
yeah, it makes sense for what the story is.
Yeah,
it's like literally Vecna wanting the kids.
Yeah.
Okay, because Renee's theories I have by the end of this, but just remember that. And yeah, that episode was good because
just remember that shit. Okay.
Because Demogorgons are literally just they're going around hunting. They're picking up kids or snatching them, and our gang is trying to figure out the kids and stop them from whatever the plan is. And we see the walk them down wheelers, man. The mama stepped up. She did what she do best, man.
Walk them down wheelers.
She broke that bottle and got to work. While the dad over there, I forgot he picked up a bat or something. He got slung around the room, but it's.
I will say, staying on the parents because I hate the trope of I don't believe you're seeing things. I don't believe it's all in your mind. Monsters aren't real, but your fucking town is in lockdown. There's big old craters that you guys obviously had to see. They're like, what do you mean you don't believe none of this shit? But it's happening in your town. You're living through it. But they did, I think, not the best job, but a well enough job to kind of explain as to why they don't really believe. Their own family didn't explain nothing to them. And they're also, what was the other there was another point that they did a good job of. There was something else that they did that like made me believe, okay, I'm buying into them.
And hopefully it's this. It's the fact that at school she was seeing Mr. Whatsit, and the teacher saw that she was speaking to no one. So when you address the parents with that, then they're really thinking wherever she's talking about, clearly in her imagination. That's what made me believe it.
I mean, I could see that too, but then when you also had Will going through what he went through, and
but her parents don't.
No, for sure, yeah, for sure, and that's why I think they did a well enough job of making me believe that. All right, yeah, no, they're fine. Damn, maybe it'll come back to me another reason. I don't think it was that though, but no, they made me believe like, all right, I'm on board with the parents. And then the second the shit went south, they stood on business and said, no, fuck that, we're here to fight, and they tried their damnedest to fucking fight and protect us. So
let's talk about that shit going south. They should have died.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're alive.
There's a theory. There's a theory.
What's the theory?
The theory is that it's not Vecna controlling the Demogorgons.
How does that make sense? When
it has to do with Callie being locked up in the thing, and it's just a lot because
that doesn't make any sense to me because and then I told you we'll talk about this later, and I guess since we're there too, you brought up the point. Before I get to that point, the whole show opens up with a flashback, or not even a flashback, I guess a backstory or some backtelling of Will in the Upside Down, right? And he's a young kid. That CGI looked fucking horrible yet again to me. Like that's a whole nother reason.
He didn't look like Will.
He didn't look like Will, like, and obviously, this is what happens when you wait fucking 10 years between your seasons and shit to do shit like that. But you could have used AI to make it look better and to make it look realistic and shit. That AI was just, or that CGI was bad to me. But going back to that scene though, the Demogorgon literally dragged his ass back, and then fucking nodded and fucking to Vecna, who was behind him. So how that doesn't make any sense. Vecna's controlling the damn Demogorgons.
Well, it's because there's also like the main thing where like the Mind Flayer is the real boss, and like they said it in one of the seasons, and Vecna is just like a general, so he's not like really the only one that can do that. But obviously, we see in episode 4 Vecna is controlling them, but it's just because there's it goes back to the Mr. Whatsit, and there's a theory on that because we don't know what Vecna's, or I guess Henry. We don't know all of Henry's powers, but we know that Mr. Whatsit is a like a visual like fake, like what's the words I'm trying to look for? It's basically Callie's power to do hallucinations and visions and stuff like that. So like that doesn't in line with him. But why is she showing them Henry? Or how does that work? Because he didn't do that for Will. He wasn't showing himself as Henry for Will.
Yeah.
So like, how does that make sense? And then, mind you, it's like he's saying he's gonna save them while he's sending a Demogorgon out to capture them. It's kind of like counterintuitive when he's clearly getting into these kids' heads and manipulating them to believe and listen to him. So why not just use that to lure them to where you need them to be? But instead, you're gonna do that and send a Demogorgon. Doesn't kind of make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I think to me it makes sense that he's controlling the Demogorgons. But back to Justin's question is how they didn't die or why they didn't die. Maybe Vecna didn't want them to die. Maybe he told them not to give them fatal wounds because he had updates on her parents and told them how they were doing and shit. So maybe it wasn't in the cards for him to kill them yet.
Because at that point, like if they're gonna live, whatever fucking reason, if it's to the level that you're talking about, will be revealed later. Like it would have to at that point. But like I was so. I mean, because you know me, like I love a good death, and if we're gonna go there, don't fucking fake me out. Like I hate that they faked out Hopper's death in whatever fucking season that was, because I thought that shit was so fucking monumental for the show. Like, oh my god, they just killed Hopper, and he came back, and obviously I love the character, so you know I made peace with that decision. But it's just like what that would have done for Nancy's character is just like I was feeling that emotion and I'm ready, and then it's just gone, and it's just a sour taste is where I'll leave that. But yeah, whatever the reason, if that comes out to be the reason, and Vecna has, you know, a whole plan for that, like Nancy was the one that shot me, set me on fire, whatever the fuck, I want to do it myself, and whatever. That's just something I can't, whatever. But yeah, I just, that was the only thing, because everything else in that thing, from them hiding in the bathtub under that water for that long,
that was crazy.
Oh my god, what the hell?
That was crazy.
Yeah,
it was nuts. It was fucking nuts. But yeah.
Well, episode 3, because I remember now. So yeah, she's captured. Holly is captured, and where do we see her at? A somewhat of a quote unquote paradise. You know, she's safe from the monsters, Henry tells her, and she's just, you know, living in this little house that he has for her, and then he says he's about to go do his thing, never go into the woods. And then moments later, knock on the door. She goes to check. She's scared. There's a note. Go to here, and then the person that wrote the note said, "It's Derek," you know. And yeah, just come to the woods. Oh, dipshit Derek. So she follows the route, and we get to this mountain side with a little opening in it. Something moving inside. Holly start running. She's getting chased by something in boots. Looks to be a human, and yes, she is alive.
Yeah, I called that knocking at the door. She was like, "Oh, that's Max. There's no way that's not Max. She's still trapped somewhere, right? It's got to be somewhere around here." So yeah, sure enough, it was Max. So pretty cool reveal though. But nonetheless, I saw that coming. Everything was pretty predictable, even to the Mr. What's It, you know, type shit.
That was
like,
horrible.
That was like, that's got to be Vecna, right? Like,
yeah,
you guys, like, there's no way it's not.
Yeah,
that was bad.
Yeah. I was hoping, and I don't remember because like it's been a long time. Did they show us Eddie's body? Eddie's death?
We just saw him getting eaten, right? And that was it. The birds were just gnawing at him. He was on.
Oh, okay. I don't even remember that. Yeah, I don't even remember that. Okay,
so he was riding his bike, and then they just started like flooding him, and then he was just on the ground screaming.
Okay, so I mean, like maybe I got
a car.
Yeah, I was hoping like somehow, some way, Eddie was there protecting her, because like the whole point of Mr. What's It was like, hey, he's protecting him for the monster. Like, oh, okay, it's Vecna. My first thought was Vecna. Like Vecna's just fucking around and shit, gonna take kids or whatever. But then I was like, could this possibly be Eddie? Man, this show would be so epic if Eddie was brought back in that way, or maybe Eddie didn't die, or it's his spirit, or some type of shit like that. And I know Jet doesn't like the cheap deaths and shit like that, but to me, having Eddie back like that would be fucking pretty epic in like a protector type of way, and I thought that would have been cool. So that maybe could still happen if they didn't show us his death or whatever. Let me know in the comments if you guys. I don't remember it like that. So That'll be pretty cool in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we for the rest of the episode we just get Max's perspective on what's been happening since, you know, it all happened.
Mm-hmm.
And she got close to finding the exit, and then they turned the music off, the exit disappeared, and she had to start running again. And then she explains that she was running through a bunch of different of his memories, including her own, and she ran into a memory back in school. And I don't know if y'all know this, but a lot of people on TikTok have known this or noticed this. He went to school with all their parents. Joyce, Hopper, the Willers, everybody. They all went to the same school together.
No, I didn't know that.
So another theory, which is probably wrong, is that Vecna is Will's dad, but I don't believe that. So yeah, there's a lot to what's going on still to be known. But yeah, that was basically episode 3. Now into 4.
Yeah, I mean, 4 felt like a goddamn movie. That shit was crazy from Elle and Hopper's side of things. Really, everyone had some crazy shit going on in 4. Fucking,
oh yeah.
I might blank on his name. Fucking bald glasses. Him and
yeah.
I'm forgetting characters' names. Fuck. Him and what's her name? My hawk. Why am I blanking? Robin. Him and Robin driving the truck. As soon as he started swerving that bitch, I was like, yo,
yeah,
you're gonna tilt that motherfucker.
Like you're crazy.
Woo! Shit, dirt.
You just
them. That's crazy. Them breaking the kids out of the military base.
Yep.
That shit went sideways with the water. Old girl had to snitch for some fucking reason, having to be a fucking hater. That was crazy. And yeah, I mean, Vecna finally showing up in Vecna form after 4 episodes, and I thought it as soon as I was watching it that damn, this shit feels kind of Darth Vader ish. And yeah, that was the inspiration for that scene. They came out and said that yeah, he was on Demon Time.
Mm-hmm.
He was maxing everyone, force pushing people out the way. He had his little tentacle wood arm went through somebody's face. Yeah,
that was crazy.
He's nuts. Yeah, I mean that episode was crazy, and then obviously Will being a fucking god.
Yeah. So how are we gonna talk about this? So clearly, the route they decided to take was to use how do I say this? Will's sexuality as the lockbox to his power,
the catalyst.
And what he needed to do was to just, not be scared and really
embrace himself.
And it took almost watching someone he loves die for him to awaken, and he just went all out Vecna. He had the eyes, and he just started grabbing them. He took every Demogorgon that was going after his people and did what they did to all the kids that he tried to sacrifice. And yeah, he is Vecna 2.0 until further notice. They showed the signs of it, obviously, that he can control it. And I'm not trying to take anything away from that, but I just don't like how it came to be, because it makes me beg the question of, does this mean that, and obviously for Will, yes, does this mean that there's potential in every kid to have these powers, or is it just because of his link to the Hive because he was the first one? Because then that also comes to the other theory. You guys can answer this if you wanted to, but is Vecna just trying to recreate the 12 kids with powers, and Will was the first one and that's why he has powers? Or is that just a coincidence because people were saying he's so close to Vecna, to the Hive, that's why his powers, he was able to do that?
I mean, possibly. I was thinking too, because when he got kidnapped, he fucking injected him with the mind flayer.
They was pumping him.
So all of that just made sense to me as to why he does have the abilities. I didn't have an issue because they were, like you said, they were building it up really well, and I kept waiting for him to take control of a Demogorgon, like
that's
to
what I wanted to
be a Demogorgon, because he kept saying like, I'm in the eyes of a Demogorgon. It's almost like I am the Demogorgon. It's like,
that
oh shit,
really
come on,
about the show too.
Yeah, for sure. And I was like, all right, come on, is this the scene where you can control it? Is this the scene where you and it just never happened really. And then even when it did happen, that's not the way I was expecting it to happen. Like I said, I was
expecting him to be the Demogorgon.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be a Demogorgon and start fighting other Demogorgons and using that shit, but that never really happened like that. This wasn't a bad way to do it either. We'll see exactly the next part on how it transitions from there. Like, what else can he do?
Because I was gonna say, because obviously Cody just right now said Vecna 2.0. Have we seen Vecna do anything close to what he did?
What do you mean?
Like, he killed 3 Demogorgons in 3 different locations.
Well, I think we're kind of exaggerating because of the fact that Will did that because he was trying to stop things, whereas Vecna was doing what he was doing to make sacrifices to open doors. Like, he didn't need to, like, maybe he could have did it that way, but maybe it wouldn't have worked that way. Because, you know, what he was doing with the kids one by one was taking them and using them to make doors. But, like it was a process. Like, he was doing something to them. Whereas Will was just literally, I'm stopping you and I'm just going to kill you. Like, that's what it was.
But he wasn't even there, though.
What do you mean?
Like, in 2 of the locations, he's not even there.
Well, I mean, Vecna's not there in any of the locations when he did the things to those kids.
What things?
When Vecna did the thing, like, the Max one is the one, because I can explain it. When he raised the kids up and broke their bones. And
he was doing that.
He was doing that without being
there.
As to why he didn't do it to multiple at a time, I don't remember if he did more than once at a time, but I for sure know he did one at a time. But he was doing something other than just that. Like, he was clearly doing something mentally.
Yeah,
because they were trapped in that little house, all ringed up, and they had to go save them from the inside.
I will say, Will was running out of body parts. Like, if there was one more Demogorgon,
what
would have happened?
He said, when he hit the, I said, bro, come on, man.
I thought there was gonna be one more. I was like, show me one more. What are you gonna do on the next one? And there was just 3, so he had enough limbs to do that. So I don't know if he would have lifted a knee or a toe or some shit. That would have been crazy.
He had to do the L wipe. I was like,
oh, you nosebleed too? Come on. Yeah, that was
people already doing who could win, who's gonna win, L or Will. Like,
who's winning?
L. So she has the experience.
This goes back to what the fuck I'm talking about. What feat does she have that trumps that?
Yeah, to me it's Will. What Will just did was crazy.
But Will's was off of instinct. He's not doing that again.
Possibly, but even then, that's just
because we've seen 4 seasons of Elle go from her powers being uncontrolled to losing them, to regaining them and actually understanding them, and to the point where she can literally she knows her powers to a T now. Will just got powers for 2 seconds, and it was off instinct that he stopped them and killed them.
If he's connected or has been connected with Vecna, I'm sure he knows how to use that shit. Like, there's no way we get the final season of him. Like, I don't know how to really use this shit. I'm sure we'll get an episode, maybe 2 episodes of him. Like, okay, let me hone my shit. But it shouldn't take the whole fucking 5 seasons like it did for Elle.
But if he's better than Elle at his powers, that's bullshit.
Is Vecna not better than her at his powers?
Vecna was number 1.
Okay, then that's what I'm saying. He's connected.
Upside down doing that.
Okay, and exactly, you're making the point for Will. You're making the point for Will.
He's only connected through the hive, not through thought.
The whole season, he's been like, I'm Vecna being this person. I'm Vecna being this person.
Yeah, but
he's been saying what's the other dude? Wolfhard is, I don't know I forget his character's name, but Mike's been telling me, you are Vecna, bro. You're Vecna 2.0. Like, literally told him you're Vecna.
And that's very vague, because at the end of the day, we just only
how's that vague when he literally told them who you are? He's like, you're Vecna.
He doesn't, like I'm saying, he doesn't really know what he's saying. He's just saying that in terms of because he can see through Vecna's eyes. That's not the same thing as knowing Vecna's thoughts and knowing his knowledge on the powers. We're just jumping the gun now. All he's done was see through Demogorgons and see through Vecna. That's all he's done is see through kids. That's all he's done.
It's gonna come back to where he's like, oh shit, like I've seen through Vecna, I know what he could do, I could do that too. Watch, it's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen.
So wild.
It's just gonna happen.
When Elle's been sitting here training her ass off to beat a 12:30
to get a nosebleed every single time. To get her battery depleted and charged up again.
First try.
To get affected with sound. Man, this motherfucker is already stronger.
I could really say a reason for why it was so easy for him to do that is because he was linked to the Demigorgons already.
And he was linked to Vecna already. Exactly. You're making the argument again.
No. Let me explain. His ability to stop them and kill them was because of his link, so he can feel them. So if he fought L 1-on-1, he would have to learn how to do that to a different person. He's only doing
not going to fight L. I'm not taking it to the extreme. Whoa, calm down.
That was the conversation. It's L.
I'm just saying that's not my comment. I'm just saying he's stronger than her. I think already. Like he's Vecna.
No, he's not.
He is.
I'm dying on this hill, bro. It's L all the way, bro. What are we doing?
We're just gonna have to wait for part 2 and see exactly what he comes back with.
They're gonna spar.
But the biggest reveal: the worst season is back. They brought it back.
Yep.
Her sister.
Now, I will say, I don't know where this is gonna fucking go, but I am a fan that they didn't 100% shy away from that.
Yeah.
Because they know how fans feel about
it. Yeah.
Because I truly don't believe that this was in the cards the whole fucking time. And they've been in interviews where they talked about it like they didn't know back in season 1 what the fuck, this was all gonna be. Like they had the idea of, Vecna, but they didn't have a map detailed out. And I'm paraphrasing, but that's dead ass what that clip was. So for as hated as that episode was, and it's literally just that episode of season 2, it takes a lot of balls to do what they did with that, man.
Yeah.
Like, truly, it really does.
But it's like, put it in perspective of how random that is. Not really random, but like, is it that far-fetched? Like, we know that there's the sister was out there. It was a matter of time before the military caught her. So when they found out about the Upside Down and the portals to get inside, is it that far-fetched to know that they're using her?
But I just assume they dropped that storyline. Like, they just said, people hate this. Why would let's not go back to this.
But they're not. All they're doing is using the character.
That's
going back to that storyline. How are they going to bring her back and then just be like not going back to that storyline? Like, yeah, they're expanding on it. They try to do a red herring of like, oh, they got Vecna back there, and this is why we can't find him because they already have him. And I was like, that's cool, but I don't think that's Vecna that you have behind that door. There's no way that's Vecna. And I mean, obviously nobody saw that coming. At least I didn't see that coming of exactly who was behind that door. I just thought it might have, if it wasn't Vecna, it was just somebody else that they found, another experiment or whatever. But for it to be, what is her, number 6? Number 8, I think? Something. Yeah, 8. So that was cool. And we'll see. Like Justin said, the balls to do that and bring that back. We'll see. So, but yeah, that was crazy. I will say, I guess a negative, and we've talked about this plenty of times, having to wait so long between each season, and you get this Hopper 11 send off when he's got the bomb strapped to his chest and he's telling her to leave and do all of this. I'm assuming you're supposed to feel something at this point because like, oh man, I love you. They've been building that up throughout the entire show, and that's his daughter and things like that, right? And I didn't feel nothing. Why? Because I didn't give a fuck about this. I've been disconnected from this show for 10 years already. It's like, well, you hurt the show, you hurt that relationship when you do that shit. So that was just a big negative on my point. Like, you're supposed to feel something. Like, he's saying bye to his daughter. He's gonna go kill himself for all intents and purpose. And I just like, that fell flat for me. Like, I didn't feel no type of way for that. So
I can see that for sure.
I felt a little something, but it definitely fell flat for me. But for the other side of it, it's just like, you faked me on a death once. Like, I've already felt that grief of losing that character. You do it again, it's like, all right.
But this time it's gonna be real. He opened the door for you. He's back. He's not. We didn't even play with it for that long.
Come in.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's like I said, it's not perfect, but it's fun as fuck to watch. Um, there's honestly some dialogue that in here that's just like,
and then there's it was getting corny, like the dick scene. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, it's hard. I'm a soften it. Like, come on, bro.
There was that.
They're older now. They can make jokes like that.
Dustin had a line, I want to put Vecna's head on a platter or some shit like that. I was like, oh, brother. Then there was another, it's not dialogue, but it was a scene in the fucking beginning.
Yes.
With Dustin getting fucking bullied. And here comes fucking Lucas.
Yes.
Like he's supposed to
bro. The aura farming, bro. The aura farming trying to do this shit. Like, these motherfuckers didn't come back as 35-year-olds, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, no. First, it started with Dustin walking through the hallways feeling like a man and shit, and then he gets bullied, and then here comes this other motherfucker. Put him down. I'm like, bro, shut up, bro. Shut up.
So crazy, because he was like, if you touch him again, I'm gonna kick you harder than my sister did. He touched him again and walked off. Like,
yeah, bro. That was that right there. I was gonna bring that up, and I'm so glad you did. That was hilarious. They tried to aura farm in this season a couple of times. It didn't work. It did not.
And I was ready because, like, maybe I was like, okay, because I saw it at first. Obviously, he's walking, and I'm like, oh my god, they're aura farming him. This is not gonna end well. But maybe he's gonna be like, because you couldn't see like past like right here. So I'm like, damn. Maybe he's finna be stocky or some shit. Like, you know, we've got in the gym a little bit. Man, hell no. That nigga's skinnier than me. I was like, all right, bro. Get this nigga the
yeah, that was hilarious.
Fucking
that was
Lucas.
Hilarious.
Yeah, all right.
Did y'all see the bully he posted on TikTok? I forgot how the video goes, but it's like I hope I sent it to y'all. But the next slide, it was about how fake deleting pictures from your gallery, and he swipes and it's the picture of the basketball team, and it's him crossed out. That shit's so fucking funny.
That is. I will say my favorite character from this season was Rockin' Robin. I thought she did a fantastic job. Her as a DJ, I thought she was phenomenal as a DJ. That was pretty cool. Her giving code out was awesome. I think Robin was my favorite character of the season. So
her and Will had a great scene that obviously, you know, transferred into the end monologue. That's what we hear in the background. But yes, I mean, my hawk, Nepo baby. She's good though. But I don't know.
Oh, speaking on what furniture commercial? What's his name?
Oh, the kid?
Yeah.
Derek.
Bro, yeah, that little kid did a great job. Like, he really, I hated that little fucker. And
yeah.
And then I liked that little fucker. I was like, yo, hell yeah, man. Shit. You did a fantastic job of me hating you, which as an actor, we know that's fucking, you did a great job. If you could hate, get somebody to hate you, you did a fantastic. But then turning around and doing a 180 and making people love you, in my case, love that character. I thought it was a phenomenal job. So he did a good job. Yeah, he did a pretty good job. So shout out to him.
Yeah, go ahead and check that real quick. It's quick.
It's kind of crazy that hopefully y'all agree, but we've seen this character obviously as a kid, but a little fucking kid, fucking Erica, and now we see her obviously older. Besides this one line that I'm gonna get to in a little bit, she's been rough. Like, the acting has
really,
like, I feel like some of that line delivery, especially like when she's in the school talking to Lucas and them, I'm like, ugh.
I didn't pay attention to it like that, to be honest.
Maybe you can look at her clips. But yeah, she had one line where she's doing the whole pie thing with the family, and I told you to eat the damn pie. I'm like, oh shit, that was pretty crazy. Stuck her with the
you stabbed the shit out of her.
God damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's it's kind of crazy the 180 for Will's character. People hate Will so much. And his whole aura scene gave him so much. Finn Wolfhard, Mike, he's actually doing a really good job this season. I feel like. And I want to see more of Sadie Sink, obviously. Phenomenal.
Yep.
But that'll come. Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan, yeah, they need to cut that shit the fuck out. I don't want none of them to be together. Like they all got problems. They all need to split away. And that really is everybody. Oh, and Winona Ryder, Joyce, she's great always. Doesn't give a fuck what's happening. She stepped to Vecna. I was like, Joyce, relax, buddy. That's not the one.
Yeah. Vecna could have easily just did the group shit to her too, but he swiped her to the side.
Yeah, he did force push like important.
Yeah, you're plot armor. That was the plot armor to the fullest.
Yeah. I hate that.
He was mowing down everybody, bro. She said, "Get the fuck." Plot armor. Like, bro, come on, man.
I can't kill you.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Stranger Things 5 Part 1, Part 2 is December 25th. I think is literally on Christmas, so we'll see what that happens with that. That should be another 4 episodes. Is it 444? Is that what they're doing?
444?
I think it's
shit. I don't know. It says episode 5, and that's it. It's for the next one coming up. So I don't know. If you guys know, definitely leave that down in the comments. What is it? Are they doing 444 for each parts, or what's the breakup? But yeah, let us know what you guys thought about season 5, part 1, down in the comments below, and if you guys excited for the future seasons or parts.